Everybody, I am back. Hopefully, everything is working right. I had to reload this over again after recording for almost an hour. So, give me one moment. One moment, okay? And let me just see what's happening here because I, if you look on the playlist, you'll see it says a video that was just done. I did a whole talk, and come to find out, yeah, all you just see is the gems. The gems are gorgeous, though. I mean, they had their debut. Hi to everybody that's here. How are you? I'm checking the audio right now because if you look on the my timeline or wherever, I just got through doing a 55-minute video on the same thing that I'm about to do right now. So give me a second. I'm gonna get on the live with y'all. So give me a second. Okay. Yes, it works. So let's get started. So I'm gonna jump right on in because um yeah, I did a video, like I said, for those who just came in here for 55 minutes, and all you just see is what you see in front of you. And every once in a while you'll see my hand, and that's it. No vocals. No vocals at all. So we are up, we are running. I want to welcome everybody to the YouTube soft launch of 29 Degree Gems. And anybody who was on here before on this channel know that I was talking about pregnancy throughout the entire channel. But I did make a announcement that this was now going to be 29 Degree Gems, and where we're going to talk about all things gems now, mostly, focusing on pregnancy and maternity and how these gemstones and crystals can help you. But I am going to also talk about how it can help other people that's in your household, like your significant other, your child, your animal, whatever it may be. So even though the focus is on maternal women health, I will be throwing in some things for other people because my mindset, especially when around women, is that if everybody can just get in line, align themselves, um, then everything will be okay. So this helps with, alignment, not just only for you personally, but also in your household and people who you have around you. So let me get started about Moonstone. Moonstone, as you can see here, it is um, a wonderful gem, and you can see why it's called Moonstone because it kind of looks like the moon a little bit. And if the camera can catch it, it has some blue sparkles that's illuminating from it. The Moonstone here is a goddess gem here. This stone oozes feminine. And even if you're not feminine, it's okay because everybody can use this moonstone just like everybody can use the moon. That's why it shows up every night, or you can see it in the sky some days, right? So, this is the gem of the goddess, this is the stone of the goddess. And this is a stone of hope, it's a stone of faith. It also brings about spirituality as far as purifying and protection, of your spiritual realm. This is not an egotistical um, stone piece. It's more of a nurturing. It's more of an internal as well. Because you go internal does not necessarily mean you're being egotistical. It's just a matter of going within to know who you are so that you can deal with the external. So the Moonstone actually helps you do that. And this is good for both, males and females. It is connected to really Cancer. Um, and Cancer rules, or not Cancer, the moon. Well, Cancer was birthed out of the moon, basically. So the moon rules Cancer. And Cancer is a water sign, okay? And as you know, the moon controls the tides, the waves. It also controls emotions, because what people say. People get mad, around the full moon, or the wolf comes out. Howl at the moon, and that means that all that animalistic natures is coming out around that time. So um, Cancer rules emotions. It's all about the emotions, and emotions is wavy. It can go up, it can go down, it can level off, it can be steady, it can be stale, it can be stagnant. Like you don't care. It's like, yeah, it could be forgotten. It could be at standstill, should I say, not moving. So with the Moonstone, if you have any type of aggression or pent up energy, Moonstone helps you get all that out, helps you release all that energy out. And this is good for if a female is aggressive, she wants to tap more into a feminine realm, her feminine natures. She grabs some Moonstone. If a male is a little bit aggressive and he wants to understand and be more sensitive to others' needs and to actually listen to what they are saying and kind of receive information and not always just shooting out stuff, like actually sit back and take in what that person is going through or is explaining. This is a good stone, good for divorce when you're going through counseling, to help whoever's having a hard time open up. This is good for that person to carry with them or wear on them as well. It also can, for Pisces too, because Pisces is a water sign, so is Scorpio. But Pisces is a very, deep water sign. And sometimes it could be hard, for Pisces to focus. It's a mutable sign like Gemini. Happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. And because it's all over the place, it can be all over the place. I don't want to make it seem like it can't. It can be all over the place. So, if a Pisces, just looks at it for 1 to 3 minutes, or a Scorpio just looks at it for 1 to 3 minutes, or a Cancer, they can kind of, that energy is just so attracted to them, and they're so attracted to it because it is the same. Um, it would help them as far as any type of focusing that they have to work on, any type of emotional balances, controlling those emotions. Um, and sometimes they will have to not use it all the time because if you're a water sign, you already are water, which means you're part of the moon. Cancer, of course, rules all of that moon energy. So sometimes you might need it, and sometimes you might not. So, but for overall, this is a wonderful gemstone to carry for all females because it also deals with fertility. You have a moonstone, you keep it on your side of the bed, keep it, near you, on you. It's very good with bringing in those new energies, those new babies, those new beginnings. Um, and you can use that if you're not just looking for babies. It's just anything new, new business, new house, new situation, new relationship, new business, whatever it is. Um, Also, which is good for females, is the menstruation. And there's a lot of information out now about, you couldn't find this, 20 years ago, but now there is a lot of information where the moon cycle is connected to the female menstrual cycle. So having a bracelet like this is the giveaway right here. That um, this live is all about celebrating my birthday. It was actually yesterday, but you know how I get when it's your birthday, just a lot of things to do and just time flies by and, you know, but there's always tomorrow, which is today. So as you can see here, this is the bracelet that I'm actually going to be giving away. And how I'm giving away with that is if you go on to TikTok, and also Facebook. I put the links in the description below. You can receive one of these if you're the 29th person to throw up those gem emojis. And these are all moonstone. As you can see here, these milky white stones here. And sometimes the camera doesn't pick it up, but it has that blue translucent energy coming from it, as well as these are check cracked crystals here, and also some diamond check crystals, and all the silver beading that you see here, these silver balls right here. They are all sterling silver, 925 sterling silver, as well as the moon here. So this is what I'm going to be giving away at the end. And let me just put it on for you here, because as you can see here, and it's an easy slip on and a slip off, as you can see, very elastic. And it just takes here, I've got about 6.5 inches. So this is about an 8 inch here. And let's see, see this. And you can pair with other jewelry, which wonderful about these check gems is it reflects different colors. So depending on what you have on or what you wear, it will reflect that color in some kind of way. It goes good with gold, it used to be a cliche, uh, not patch, but match gold and silver, but gold and silver go hand in hand, kind of like the sun and the moon. So you can match it up. You can just wear it for yourself. What I have on here, this is also Moonstone. So I'm going to put this here, and we're going to continue to talk more about the Moonstone. So once again, if you just throw up these gems, how many gems you want, don't matter. Go onto my TikTok, go onto the Facebook, just message me, and I will message you back, and definitely will give you the gemstones will be shipped out to you right away. And even if you're a male, that's fine, because I'm going to get into some things that males can use this for. Um, Now, as far as the feminine natures to it all, it's a love stone. Females are considered to be more loving or in that love energy more so than males, not meaning that males cannot love, but with the nurturing aspect mixed into it and the care and the receiving, um, women are more associated with love. So it's a stone of eroticism as well. So you'll be very careful with it, though. It does take some time, several days maybe to react to it, but you can just, take the chipstone and just, hold it in your hand and just kind of squeeze it and, you know, or put it in your pocket. However, you can wear it. Like I said, get a piece of jewelry and you can wear it. Um, but it takes several days, but it's like an aphrodisiac. And if you hold it, you know, have it around you, you might get that sense. You will get that sense. And then if the power is too strong, then you may have to put it away. So that can happen. So I just wanted to let you know. You might feel it, and it's just like it may take a couple days, and then you'll feel this eroticism, and then you might have to just put it away, because you don't want to walk around all day every day like that. Well, some people might comment like, "Hell yeah, I want to," but I'm just saying you'll know when to use it and when not to use it. Otherwise, especially for the male, you might be embarrassed. Females, you might be embarrassed too. You might stand up and you know, depends on who you are. Some people are very sensitive. So, yeah, be careful. um, as far as speaking of eroticism, it does deal with the lower animalistic nature. So that's your reproductive organs, your sensual organs, things like that. So it helps you get in touch with that feminine side of receiving. So masculines, even when you are in a romantic mood or want to have a romantic setting, or female, same thing. And it doesn't matter if you're same sex or whatever, there is usually one that's more receiving and one that's more giving. So if that one that's always giving, 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 or pushing out, pushing out, pushing out, or the aggressive, to take charge, or however you want to put it, then that might be a good stone to have, um, in when the romanticism needs to come into play, just to soften up that person to kind of start to overstand the feminine energies. And there's nothing wrong with a man understanding the feminine energies and even tapping into them, because all humans have masculine and feminine, even when it comes down to the hormones. So take heed to that, take control over that, and this is good also in the labor and delivery room. You have somebody that might be a little bit more aggressive, and you want them there, but you want them to kind of be there for you, you know what I mean, be there with you, not just think about them and think about 10 steps down the road. I mean, you know what I mean, just that whole calculated that that annoying, just can you just take a breath for a moment. That moonstone will be very good with that as well. um it also, for somebody who's like very materialistic, this is a very good stone for people who maybe like to, shop a lot, or just need a lot of things in order to validate who they are and what they're all about. Moonstone is a very good equalizer and kind of helping you realize what is important and what is not important. Once again, it's tapping you in to the moon, and the moon is associated, whether you want to call it mama, or you want to call it grandma, whoever you want to call it. But the moon is an old energy spirit, can be related to the goddess of like Ishtar or Inanna or Selene, or, so that yin energy is very important when it comes to romance. It's very important when it comes to pregnancy. It's very important when it comes to labor, delivery, and postpartum. Um, Even if you're female, if you're too aggressive, this is a perfect stone for you as well. As far as traveling, this has been known for forever, because before compasses and apps that tell you where you're going, there were the stars, the moons, the seasons, etc. The animals will even suggest, the seasons and what's about to happen next. Moonstone was a very popular stone to carry for travelers, because it was like the medium between them and the moon, even though they can still tap into the moon because they was outside a lot, and you know things like that. But it was more of a intuition piece, an intuitive piece. Should I go left? Should I go right? Kind of like your mama saying, go left and don't go right. You're going to listen, or your grandmother or your auntie that you really love, or whoever you trust that's feminine, and whatever they say pretty much is right. You just don't listen. You're just hard headed, and you had to wait until you was old enough to realize that the person was just right all the time. It's usually a female. So this is like natural female intuition, that guided, before there were boats, travelers on foot, guided the pirates, guided the navy. So it guided, not only the real feminine, the goddesses and things like that, but it also guided the harsh masculines who was over the seas. Everybody knows stories about anybody who were pirates or in the navy, and they have to withhold, or even who's at the lighthouses and have to take care of all that, and seers of the watchers of the ocean. That's a very, you have to be tough. It's very unpredictable. It's kind of like, somebody who's emotionally unstable. It's very unpredictable, just like water. So this helps kind of tune in to what is to come when it deals with traveling. If you're on cruises, you're scared of cruises or scared of water, or you just need a little bit extra protection while you having fun or whatever, Moonstone is very good with that as well. Fertility, I did talk about that. You can put it on your side. Also, regulating of periods. I can't forget that. Now, since 20 years ago, you won't be able to really find. Well, you could find it, but people wasn't really searching for it. But now, since social media is huge, and since last year has happened, and so many people has went through a lot of things, um, a mass have been coming over to more gemstones, crystals, uh, tarot, astrology, all these other kind of things. So, so I'm pretty sure people who are watching are very familiar with me saying that the menstrual cycle is connected to the moon, and because of the flow. The menstrual cycle is a flow. If you look at a menstrual chart, it flows. If you look at the water chart, it looks just like a menstrual chart and an ovulation chart put together, right? So that is very powerful when it comes to regulating your menstrual cycles for those who don't uh, have a menstruation every month, and or maybe twice a year, maybe once every 5 years. Tap in, gets you some moonstone. If especially if you're not an outdoorsy person, like if you're not camping outside a lot, you're not hiking, late night hikes or early morning hikes, like before the moon, kind of, you know, you can't see the moon anymore. I want to say disappear because it ain't go nowhere, but where you can't see it anymore, but you can still feel it. This is good to carry that around all the time, especially to regulate pregnancy, get you regulated and ready for pregnancy, tap you in to those new babies. Remember, I said new beginnings, new babies that want to come in and protecting them. There is also a black moonstone as well, and the black moonstone is really good for full moon. Um, During the full moon to have on you to the full moon. And then this here is more geared towards of like the new moon, only because it looks so, um, bright with the little, dark spots in it. But, and it represents new beginnings as well, just like the new moon. So definitely for menstrual cycles, for flow, natural flow of the internal liquids of a female, this is actually perfect for that as well. Emotional, that too. Emotion, any type of emotional up and down, this is perfect for that. Breast milk mamas are people who want to breastfeed. It doesn't matter about what size cup you are. If one gets more than the other, etc. And I'll talk about that in probably another video, but this is particularly about if you're having a hard time even, lactating. Um, if you have moonstone on you, put it in your bra, or if you have a bracelet, it might not match your outfit for the day or whatever, but you can just stick this because it's made of moonstone. You can stick that into your bra as well. These are 6 moonstones that are added in here, and the significance, because when I make jewelry, I make it with significance to what I want it to do to help other people out in the world. So these 6 pieces here of moonstone to represent Virgo, and Virgo is a femme energy, like a motherly energy. So, yeah, if you put this around you, or if you put it in your bra, um, or even get a small, this might be too big, but a small one, and put it in your bra, that helps, or even hold it in your hand and just squeeze it. That helps with increasing the breast milk as well, especially now. A lot of people are stressed and going through a lot of emotional ups and downs. Once again, those waves. So not only will this help you emotionally, but it will also help the waves of the breast milk to increase according to what the baby needs. Also use a breast pump as well, and I'll do a video on that. So You can either put it between the breasts, put it underneath the breast. Maybe one breast is lactating, producing more milk than the other. So, however you want to do it, but put it up in that area. And it's a good area to keep this anyway because this is a cancer stone. Like I said, cancer um, is birthed out of the moon energy, but it also runs the heart, our heart energy, the heart chakra. So having it in your bra is just excellent anyway, even if you're not breastfeeding. It's good to have it in that spot. And we're lucky because we have bras. And that's probably like the one time I could say we lucky we have bras, right? And the stash keys and money and all that good stuff. And mace and everything else and cell phones. Well, back in the day, cell phones, because they were kind of smaller than what they are now. But yes, but it keeps it close to the heart chakra. And if a stone or crystal is close to what it resonates with, like what it came here to do, what it's all about, it amplifies it even more. It's like home. It's like, all right. So keep that in mind. Oh, I did say it was aphrodisiac. So I make sure I cover that. I take notes because, as you know, it's Gemini season, and I'm a Gemini. My birthday was yesterday, so I could go all over the place with a lot of different angles to pretty much one thing. So I have to take notes. Uh, Next, so I know exactly how I'm going to put it across to you guys, and not forget anything, because then I'll get off this live and be like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell him this, that, and the other." So, throughout the whole pregnancy, throughout labor and delivery, childbirth, postpartum, this is perfect to have with you at all times. All right. It eases pains, menstrual pains, pregnancy contractions, any type of ailments in that lower area. The Moonstone is very powerful for taking some of that ease, or adding ease and taking away some of that pain for you. When you are traveling, I mentioned about the waters, but even when you do a lot of air travel, not now, but probably a lot of car travel and Winnebago travel, right? And motorcycle travel. But anytime you're doing a lot of traveling with time distance and time zones, and your circadian rhythms go off, you don't sleep well, or you can't tell night from day, the Moonstone is very good in aligning your circadian rhythms back up again. Just stick it underneath your not underneath, because they might get all over the place and you can't find them in the morning, but put them in your pillowcase. So get a pillowcase, put them in your pillowcase. Or if you want to get a pouch and then put it in your pillowcase, it doesn't matter, but just put them in the pillowcase helps them from falling over the place. And that will help you get back in line faster than if you was just to do it all yourself or try to figure out how to do it yourself, or take any medications and things like that. And when you're dealing with gemstones and crystals, you got to be patient with them. And that's where the faith and the hope, and this is a faith hope stone. So this is a perfect one to start off with to increase your faith hope into crystals and gems. Moms who need to kind of relax at the end of the day, you might want to just, grab a cup of tea or whatever you do to relax, a glass of wine, get you, a shot of something, and you just, hold this in your hand, kind of like a stress ball, you know. Um, Moms used to go in the bathroom. That's one of our little tricks, just to get some peace and quiet. So even if you got to take this, into the bathroom and just, hold it, take your glass in there, get your bubble bath drawn, and just sit with this for a moment before you interact with the family. This will help you get back into your maternal, motherlyistic um, energies, especially now, because women now, um, you know it- we're on this, well, we've been on it, but it's just expanding so much, even to the little ones, that the possibilities that women can do, there's all possibilities, just like there's all possibilities for male. So sometimes the gender, the roles, and how you should feel and think, all that can get you know mudded together because you're doing these two type of roles, and single moms as well. You're playing a fatherly role and a motherly role, and men don't get upset about it. But let's just be real, because some of y'all watching know, if you really, before you get mad, look at all the single mother that when you was a child that you went to, maybe it was your friend's house and she was a single mother, or your mom was a single mother, or was your grandma, she was, but there's usually, or you had a neighbor who's single mom, but you know how it go. So let's not try to, whatever. But this will help a female get back into her motherly, and especially if you're a new mom, you just had a baby and then you had to go back to work, and then 6 weeks later, and then, this is excellent for you because this is going to be hard for you. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be hard. That transition from postpartum leave, maternity leave, and going back to work, even if you're working at home, it's going to be hard. But something like Moonstone to help you balance and keep your energy, keep your feminine energy, at hand, and not just forget about who you are, and why that's important for you to just not throw that away in order to get this, that, this, done, right? So, like I said, this here is made of gemstones, just this basically um, rounded out, polished to become here. And like I said, if you see the blue stone, blue illumination here, this is good for psychic energy as well, being intuitive. Everybody is psychic. But some people just are more aware and know how to tap into that and realize what they're tapping into. But the same blueness is also in these gemstones here on the Moonstone. If you have any questions, any comments, please, you know, um, you can leave a comment below and I will hopefully get to read them. I am a doula and also a childbirth educator. So I'm often, all over the place, and I'm also doing other things as well. And I'm a mom. So forgive me if I am not that YouTuber that's always, liking everything or always reading everything. But I will try. But I just want to send my appreciation out to you now, and hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you, I guess, right? If you feel like it, if you feel like it, let me see if I feel like hitting this. If you feel like hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the notification button, please feel free to do so. We're going to be doing these videos often, and this was a perfect day because it's a Monday, which is considered a moon day, and also Gemini season. And there was a little blue in here, so I said, "Oh wow!" And we had a full moon in Sagittarius, and we had a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So it's like lunar, everything. So I said, "Boom!" And also, this is a perfect first moon for any type of female or any type of male who needs to kind of learn how to tap into that feminine side. Make sure you go onto TikTok and hit throw those gems, on the screen there, as well as Facebook. And I'm going to choose the 29th person. I will reach out to you personally to get your information, and then I will ship that to you ASAP. And like I said, even if you're a male, don't worry about it. You can just carry this along with you. You can put it in your wallet. You can put it, people got man bags now. You can even, for those who have hair, you can even put it in your hair and make it a little style, because like I said, it does stretch. So um it can stretch out. When you do have this, don't sit this out in the sun though. Some gems are very sensitive to the sun, so this is a moon stone, meaning that it likes the moon. So if you're going to sit it out, make sure you sit it out according to the moon and according of what your phase is and what you're trying to do. I hope you like this video. I hope I didn't forget anything. Even though this is the second time I'm doing this, my voice is like, I'm about to leave you. But I will be back with more information. And we're going to be talking about other gems too, even like the rough cut gems. This is an emerald, and I'm a Gemini. And this is why I'm giving away this stone here for my birthday. But this is an emerald gem, and we're talking about these too. So it's just not stuff that I make, stones that I make, healing stones that I make, alignment bracelets that I make. It is also other things that can help maternally and as well as externally. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Or actually, a wonderful night, depending where you are. I'm East Coast, by the way. Talk to you later. Bye bye.